Welcome back to JB Garage. Today, we are going to explore one of the most iconic and historic train services ever to run in Britain. This is not just a train, it is a legend of the rails, a service that has carried generations of travelers from the heart of London to the far reaches of Cornwall. We are talking about the Cornish Riviera Express. The Cornish Riviera Express has a story that goes back more than a century. Its very first journey took place on the 1st of July, 1904, operated by the Great Western Railway. At that time, Britain's railway companies were not just about transport, they were competing for prestige, speed, and glamour. Each company wanted to attract passengers, not only to travel but also to experience something unique. The Great Western Railway, or GWR as it was known, decided to create a new flagship service that would whisk passengers away from the busy streets of London to the beautiful coastal landscapes of Cornwall. The name itself was carefully chosen. Cornwall had long been promoted as a holiday destination. With its beaches, cliffs, and mild climate, the region was often compared to the French and Italian Rivieras. So the title, Cornish Riviera Express, was born, a name that immediately suggested luxury, relaxation, and scenic beauty. From day one, the Cornish Riviera Express became more than a train. It was a brand, a promise of escape from the city to the sea. In its earliest years, the train was hauled by the powerful steam locomotives of the GWR. Painted in the famous dark green livery with gold lining, these engines were as much a symbol of elegance as they were of engineering power. Passengers boarded long sets of chocolate and cream coaches that provided comfort for the journey. But it was not just about comfort. It was also about speed. The Great Western Railway wanted to prove itself as the railway of innovation. At one point, the Cornish Riviera Express made the run from London Paddington to Plymouth in Devon, a distance of more than 225 miles, without stopping even once. That was one of the longest non-stop runs in the world at the time. This achievement made the Cornish Riviera Express a legend among railway enthusiasts and passengers alike. People began to see it as more than a way of traveling. It became part of the holiday experience itself. Boarding the train was the start of the adventure. The long journey, with the changing landscapes outside the window, was part of the magic. As the decades moved forward, the train adapted to the times. After the Second World War, when the railways were nationalized under British Rail, the service continued. In the 1960s, a new look came with the famous blue and grey livery of British Rail. For a whole generation, this was the image of the Cornish Riviera Express, sleek carriages in modern colors pulled by diesel locomotives. The next great chapter arrived in the 1970s with the introduction of the high-speed train, known as the Intercity 125. Suddenly, the Cornish Riviera Express was no longer just a traditional express, it became one of the fastest trains in the world. Running at speeds up to 125 miles per hour, the service offered faster, smoother, and more comfortable travel. The HSTs wore the Intercity executive livery of dark gray with white and red stripes, a design that became iconic in its own right. For many, this was the golden age of long-distance rail travel in Britain, and the Cornish Riviera Express was right at the center of it. Then came privatization in the 1990s. The service eventually returned to the Great Western brand, now operated as Great Western Railway once again. In a tribute to its roots, the Cornish Riviera Express today is once again painted in deep dark green with gold lettering, just as it was in the days of steam. The rolling stock is modern, with new bi-mode trains that can run on both electric and diesel power. But the name and the spirit of the service remain unchanged. What makes the Cornish Riviera Express so special is not only its history but also its route. The journey from London Paddington to Penzance takes around 5.5 hours. Along the way, passengers are treated to some of the most spectacular scenery anywhere in Britain. From the rolling countryside of the West Country to the dramatic sea views along the Dawlish coastline in Devon, the train offers a moving picture of England at its best. And as it approaches Cornwall, the landscapes become even more striking, with rugged cliffs, sweeping beaches, and charming villages passing by the windows. For more than a century, the Cornish Riviera Express has been more than just a train service. It has been a tradition, a part of British culture. It carried holiday makers, families, and travelers of all kinds. It has seen steam, diesel, and high-speed modern technology. And yet through all of these changes, the name and the idea of the Cornish Riviera Express have remained constant. Today, when you step on board, you are not only traveling to Cornwall, you are also stepping into history. You are following in the footsteps of generations who have made the same journey, looking forward to the same landscapes, the same promise of the sea, and the same excitement of a journey that is as important as the destination. And that is the story of the Cornish Riviera Express, over 100 years of speed, style, and unforgettable journeys. It is a service that proves that trains are not only about where you are going, but also about how you get there. Thank you for watching JB Garage. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of legendary machines, great journeys, and the engineering marvels that continue to inspire us.